The first one is amazing, okay? This whole idea that a universe came from nothing. This is the dumbest thing you ever heard, right? Nobody believes this stuff. A universe pops into existence. Well, the argument is this. Whatever begins to exist has a cause. The universe began to exist. Therefore, the universe has a cause. Simple? This is deductive logic, very simple. We teach this in class. You can use this on your friends. And the obvious question is that true? Is it true that whatever begins to exist has a cause? How do you know?
Well, I saw on the Science Channel that some germs exist out of nowhere.
Okay.
You know, the microscope.
Right. So I saw this video on TV. It tells me otherwise. And I was reading Reader's Digest last week. And you know, and this guy there's a wacky YouTube channel out there with some guy from Australia. I mean, right? You can hear all that stuff. What I'm asking you is, have you ever heard of anything that pops into existence, begins to exist, without being caused? Okay. The reason we know that's true is common sense. It's self-evident, right? Everybody knows this one. So this should be something that everybody looks at and goes, really? Like, you know, I'm a guy and I want to be on the girls' swim team. It's like, wait a minute, right? It's like we should know the difference for basic things. So the first one is self-evident. Now, this one, how do you know? How do you know the universe began to exist?
I think science has proven that also.
Yeah, so now we're going back. We have the correspondence test and the coherence test. Premise one, correspondence test. Everybody knows that. But the second one, hey, there's evidence. Now we have the coherence test. You see how this works? This is basic stuff if you know it. So therefore, the universe has a cause. So what you want to know is, what's the evidence, right? God says something pretty cool. Starts the entire Bible with it. Son of a gun, he was right, right? So let's look at the evidence. Okay? The universe began to exist. Really? Really, right? There's 9 facts that every scientist will agree to, absolutely known in science, that give a strong case for the coherence test for why you know the universe popped into existence. We go through all of these in class. You actually begin to get exposed to these in your junior year in high school when you take beginning physics, or in any math class when you're looking at vector algebra. It's very simple stuff. And then you get into these things of the thermodynamic laws in physics. Then you get into the Hubble law. Then you get into cosmic background radiation. I mean, we go through this stuff so you can see clearly. Facts are there. All right? We do this in this class because I want you to be armed with the obvious evidence for the coherence test for how we know the universe popped into existence. That's one of them. Anybody who believes and they're convinced the universe popped into existence has to believe there's a God. There's no choice. Because the universe can't pop into existence on its own. We've already established that. We're not going to see a zebra pop into my classroom today. We're not going to see these things popping all over the place. Someone or something causes it. And whatever causes the universe to come into existence has to be outside the universe. Because if he or she is in the universe, then how can they cause themselves to come into existence? You follow me? It's just thinking logically.